the Evergreen Media Network Studios, brought to you by Evergreen Media, creating cohesive marketing campaigns. Evergreen Media in Vero Beach.
Hey, welcome to Classic Car Radio. I'm Keith McDonald here with Mike Carano,
hey,
the Italian dude, and Steve Charbonneau. Well, you're Italian too,
I'm
right?
Italian, dude.
I'm a mutt. I got everything.
And Todd Byron, of course, who isn't a mutt, but we like to call him a mutt. So welcome back, guys.
What's up, Keith?
Oh, I went to the Clam Festival. I got there late.
Right.
I worked, and I saw some of the cars.
Yeah.
And I brought the dog, so I couldn't get clams. So you said they ran out of clams anyway.
Yes, there was no clams on Sunday.
Oh, for God's sake. How could they do that? Yeah. How could they advertise for months?
Somebody said that they could only harvest so many for a weekend or whatever like that. And I guess they
ship them in from Chesapeake Bay, Ipswich, Massachusetts.
I guess they were over their limit.
Chinese clams.
I guess they were over the limit.
Put it this way, you didn't get sick.
Right.
From clams.
You didn't get sick. Yeah,
exactly.
there you go.
They wouldn't let me in anyway because I had my dog, and they're like, the dogs can't go past this point.
Yeah, I think there was like 20, 25 cars there.
Yeah,
I mean, it was just more of a cruise in. There was no awards, no money.
Yeah, it was just for fun, yeah.
We just went up there to park.
It was nice right along the river, though.
Yeah,
it was a nice
beautiful
place to park. And, good, well attended. I mean, there were tons of people.
Yeah, and then Saturday I went to O'Reilly's for about 15 minutes.
Oh, yeah.
Because we were driving down 512 and I saw a bunch of cars there, so we pulled in.
So that was
that was
Sebastian
Cars and Coffee, yeah. I think. And
okay.
then right after that, we took off to go up to the church up here in Vero, and they probably had over 50 or 60 cars.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I think I was 60.
Oh, the Presbyterian show. Okay,
yeah, I think I was car 61, I think, or 62 when I got there.
Wow.
Nice.
Wow.
It was a nice turnout, yeah. The weather was perfect. Guys were asking for you. They want to know, when you're coming by to say hello to them.
Oh, I'll come by.
And
the long drive to the Presbyterian just to say hi.
I had a guy grab me. I had a guy grab me, want to know how Todd was doing because I guess he helped Todd move or something. I don't know, some old guy with a beard asking how you were doing. And I don't know. I don't know. I forget his name.
I forgot all about it.
Yeah.
I was home blistering my feet, pressure washing my driveway.
Oh, nice. Barefoot.
Yeah.
Yeah, nice.
Yeah, I really wanted to get to that show, but I said to myself, if I get the job done that I'm doing, I work Sunday. If I get this done, then I won't have to come back all the way down to Sebastian tomorrow.
Right.
I finished it and I went over and I'm walking and I can hear cars rumbling and firing up. Vroom, vroom, vroom. I went, oh no, they're all leaving. I got there. There's probably less than half left when I got there. So whatever. I'll see plenty of cars in the months to come. That's for sure.
There's a lot of stuff going on.
Yeah, there is.
All over the place.
You want to talk about some shows before we start the news? Because I know how you love the news, but
that's up to you.
No, go ahead.
Yeah, what we got coming up, let's see, Thursday, November 9th, Friendly's up in Indian Harbor Beach has their usual cruise night.
That's tomorrow, right?
That's tomorrow, Thursday. Then that's from 5 to 8 at 1011 East O'Galley Boulevard up in Indian Harbor Beach. That's at the Friendlies.
Mm-hmm.
And then on, what's the next one? Another one, the Fresh Scratch Bistro and Lounge is having a car show on Sunday, November 12th, and that's from 11 to 3, and that's also up in Indian Harbor Beach up on A1A.
But where is it, though? It's at what
says
place?
It's Fresh Scratch Bistro and Lounge, 1940.
Oh, okay.
Highway A1A, Indian Harbor Beach, next to Lowe's. It's owned by a bunch of veterans, so I think that's why they do the show up there.
Okay.
All right.
I thought they were calling it the Fresh Scratch Show.
No, it's
I didn't realize that was the name of the
lounge,
bistro.
Yeah.
Okay. What a name to forget.
Yeah.
They'll go out of business
And
in a
last
year.
week they had the one at Dunkin' Donuts on Saturday, which I think they got almost 200 cars at Dunkin' Donuts.
Always.
Yeah.
So how do I forget these things?
Yeah, you're old.
I mean, I like that Dunkin' Donuts show. It's a good show.
Old.
He's real old.
I'm real old.
Yeah.
Don't worry, you guys will get there pretty quick. You guys are on your way. Don't trust me.
Yep, we got the saying at the shop.
Before you know it, a blink of an eye.
Back when you were younger, you used to be good. Now you're just old.
Now you're just old and crabby.
Suck.
Right.
All right, so I guess that means we have to do news. News is brought to you.
Okay, do a news thing. Go ahead.
Okay, why?
No, only because the news today was, I don't know if you guys heard it, we're on Patriot Radio, right?
Yes.
They shot down one of our drones today over Yemen.
Oh, nice.
Oh, yeah?
Shot it down, and one of our drones got shot down.
Ooh.
And then they, with one of their drones, they bombed one of our bases today.
Wow.
And that was probably about 10 minutes ago. So I don't know what's going on.
He won't do a thing. He's not going to do a thing. He hasn't done anything.
F-18s are up early?
He'll take out a warehouse.
The F-18s are up because they're having, I guess, the Stewart Air Show.
You got to wake him up.
Up in Vero. They've been flying. They've been flying all. There's two of them parked over at the Vero Beach Airport right now.
Yeah, I was in the paint booth and all of a sudden it started shaking. I was like,
yeah.
Oh, yeah, they were practicing out over the water, right?
Yeah.
They came right over the shop.
Did they really?
So let's just hope that none of our military guys got hurt. And,
definitely.
Yeah.
Well, you will hear from, it's Wednesday. If you're listening on Saturday, we record this on Wednesday afternoons. And Trump will have something to say tonight about that.
Yeah, because his daughter testified today, I think.
Yeah, well, that too. Yeah. He'll say something about that.
All right, so go ahead. Now you could go.
Okay,
to the
Patriot
show.
Radio. We can talk politics
We
now.
can do whatever we want.
We were
on
warned when we first started we couldn't do that. Now we can do it if we want.
There you go.
Okay, good. Right.
That's cool.
You got your hat on.
Really dedicated.
You got your hat on.
I wore it because last week
I had my hat on.
Oh, okay.
Mike wore it.
Because I got confused. I thought you had it on.
No,
cuss now?
I gotta wear my
What's that?
FJB
We can even
hat.
cuss now?
Yeah, no, you can't cuss now. There's
No, you
cussing.
can't cuss.
No, I just said FJB.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah, that's
fine.
it's a cigar company.
You're right.
It is?
Yeah,
It's
FCB.
Flyjet Blue.
Oh, yeah. There you go.
Anyway, the news is brought to you by Scazzari Roof Services and Consulting. Joe Scazzari does a great job. Been around for a long time, done a lot of roofs. So he's up there in Sebastian, and brought to you by, you'll hear his commercial a little bit because I don't have his phone number written down because I didn't prep properly. But I do like to pop that mic.
It's up on the screen, though.
Oh.
There it is.
Oh, there it is. There's his website. Yeah, there you go.
Yep, they're slapping on a metal roof.
There you go.
Okay, good. I haven't done a metal roof. Ugh, horrible.
Those are new ones.
I did a
Standing
couple.
Seam. That's a nice
I did a
roof.
couple on like really tall barns. It was
They all got
middle
cans
of
like me.
winter.
Yeah.
It'll kill you.
Except it'll burn.
It'll cut you up too.
Yep.
Anyway, let's do some news. Barrett Jackson just did Las Vegas, and they had done earlier. They had done Tulsa, Oklahoma, and did pretty well, 21 million, I believe. But at Las Vegas, they topped that 29.2 million.
Wow.
And they sold 100% of the cars, 100% sell through. Imagine that.
Wow.
So they had the highest one was a 2019 Ford GT Lightweight Edition, clocked in at 990,000. Can you imagine the 2019 Mustang? Was it a Mustang?
Ford GT.
I'm sorry.
That's the
I was thinking
race car type thing.
The top 60s models was were the one of the two 68 Ford Mustang Ellen Attributes. Well, how long are they going to be selling those things?
Forever.
It worked way into the top 10, selling for 352,000. Imagine one car just copied from a movie, and they get 352,000.
That's why the guys do it.
Last year, they got rid of a Hemi Superbird that topped the charts at 1.65 million.
Wow.
$1 million for a car that cost $3,500 back in 1970. What was it about that? About for a Superbird, about 35, 4,000.
I think that I saw something
under
like
under
that.
4,000.
Yeah.
I bet.
And Meekham's going to be there next week
In Vegas,
they're going to do it all over again.
Right. Yep.
So
Yeah.
I bet you they'll do more than 29 million.
yeah, probably.
Yeah, I think Meekham will.
Yeah.
Yeah, Barrett Jackson's happy making their 29 million. Trust me.
Well, they do a lot of their stuff as no reserve, though. That's
That's true.
why they sell 100% of their cars.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So here's an interesting article. A lot of guys have asked me about this in the past on the show. How do you preserve your tires from age-related rot? Now, tires are made with oil, a lot of oil, and they actually give up that moisture, that oil, they permeate out oil, believe it or not. That's why they burn so well, because they have oil in them. So one of the most overlooked, this is on Hemmings, by the way. You might want to read it if you're concerned about your tires. Like,
I'm really concerned.
what do you have on your car right now? I had on my GTO, I had BF Goodrich TA radials, okay, and
Right.
and for 5 or 6 years, I bought them new, but 6 years later, they didn't get a lot of wear and tear, but you could tell they start to dry out after. They say 10 years if you check a DOT stamp.
Right.
10 years, you get dry rot. They're not like they used to be. They're not pliable.
I wouldn't want to go 10 years on a set of tires.
Yeah.
Yeah, they don't
I
want you to patch them if it's 6. Most of your companies now 6 years. They really don't even want you to patch them. 8 years, they won't even think about patching them.
Really?
Yeah, the RV tires, they tell me to change them every 5 years.
Really?
Yep.
I used to be in the business, and I see a lot of that dry rot. Guys coming in with old cars with old dry rot.
Yep.
And
Yeah, the oil comes out
Horrible.
and the tire will delaminate.
and they're horrible to ride too. Where they stiffen up really bad. So there's no spring in them whatsoever.
Right.
Anyway, you can read the thing is backed up. They actually interviewed guys from Goodyear Tire, and so it's called "How Can You Preserve Your Tires from Age-Related Rot?" Ask a Hemmings editor, and this guy went to Akron, Ohio, which is something I could never ever do. Believe it or not, I don't think I could ever go to Akron. Would you ever go to Akron?
No.
No.
For what?
Exactly. That's one of my Facebook. When someone puts up on Facebook, can someone guess where I am? All right. Why did you go to Akron? I always answer that way. Why'd you go to Akron? Jeez, or Cleveland. What are you doing in Cleveland?
What'd you say about Firestone, Steve?
Akron, Ohio, that's where Firestone is too.
Oh, yeah.
That's Akron is a big tire hub, believe it or not.
Oh,
So-
that's where all the pollution's at.
Exactly. It is, too. Yeah.
Oh, you wouldn't believe the stuff where they buy tires and rubber from, belts, hoses, all that stuff. All the footballs, basketballs,
Yeah.
roofing supplies.
What, for recycled tires?
Bridgestone Firestone, well, back when I used to work for them, they were the world's largest manufacturer of rubber supplies. They used to sell
Oh, okay.
rubber to Goodyear for their hoses and belts, the NFL for all their footballs, and NBA for basketballs. Roofing supplies was one of their biggest ones, all the rubber and all that stuff. Pretty crazy.
Yeah. Anyway, Goodyear recommends cleaning them regularly with water, just water and mild dish soap,
Yep.
and then rinse them with clean water and just wipe them clean. And that's it. That's all you have to do. Especially if you live up north when you get the salt on them too. Not a lot of guys drive their classics in the, wintertime, but there is residual salt on the roads in the spring.
Yeah.
And guys are, they want to get out for the car shows, and they get out there, and it's still a little cold, and there's puddles from the snowbanks. Snowbanks are melting. They're almost gone. Car shows start up. You're splashing through salt water, and they get all over those tires. That salt will dry that tire right out.
Now,
So-
they didn't. I think they said a while ago not even to use like Armor Roll or any of that stuff on the tires.
I stopped
Tire
using
shine on-
Armor All on tires a
Did
long
you?
time ago.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Certain tire dressings, you have to read it. If it has alcohol in it, don't use it.
Right.
I used to get a water-based dressing from Chemical Guys in California. Ever heard of Chemical Guys?
Yep.
They're in every parts store now. They're in Walmart even. They make some good waxes, especially their carnauba. But I used to get their it's called the Clean and Shine, something simple, but it's a water-based shine,
Right.
and you put it on. You can use it on your interior and everything. And it does. You ever notice how Armor All attracts dust?
Yeah.
It actually attracts dust. If you Armor All your dashboard and stuff, 2 days later you got dust all over it. You got to wipe it down. So. But this stuff doesn't charge up. It doesn't. I think it charged. Might have like a chemical charge.
Yeah, it has
I
a
don't know.
static electricity.
Static, yeah.
They make a tire dressing that's like that. It's a little expensive, but that stuff does not come off.
Yeah, we got to go on a break. Mike just said. Mike's really the boss here.
Right.
I'm just along for the ride.
Yeah.
He tells me what to do all the time. If I don't, he kicks my ass out in the parking lot later. So anyway, we're going to go on break. We're Classic Car Radio at Vero Beach. We'll be right back.
Offering 24/7 emergency services, Joe Scazzari Roof Services Consulting offers prompt handling of homeowners' insurance claims and has been serving the Treasure Coast for over 40 years. Scazzari's roofing experts can fabricate and install standing seam metal roofs on site, saving you thousands of dollars. And for those do-it-yourselfers, they can cut and fabricate your metal roof and deliver it right to your home or job site. Got a flat roof? Scazzari Roofing and Consulting specializes in all commercial and residential flat roofing systems. State certified and licensed, Scazzari Roofing and Consulting is family-owned and operated. Check out their website at roofservicesconsulting.com or give them a call at 772-388-7453 or toll free at 888-675-8106. Happy holidays from Scazzari Roofing and Consulting Contractors.
Don't miss the boat. The Vero Beach Boat Show, November 18th and 19th at Riverside Park. See the latest boats from local dealers with staff ready to answer your questions. See everything from cruisers to jet skis, flats boats to deck boats, offshore fishing machines, and more. Enjoy food and refreshments, free admission and free parking. It's everything a boater or boater-to-be could dream of. The Vero Beach Boat Show, November 18th and 19th at Riverside Park in Vero Beach. Details at VeroBeachBoatShow.com.
If you operate a small business, you need services like payroll, tax compliance, HR tools, and other resources. You need Complete Employee Solutions. Vero Beach has a team of professionals, including Anthony Sammons, Matt McCain, and Jennifer Comer, who saw the need for competent payroll, HR, and employee leasing services. Call Complete Employee Solutions at 772-978-7277 or visit their website at CompleteEmployeeSolutions.com.
Welcome to Classic Car Radio. I was still thinking about it, the other name all
That's
the time.
all right. We're good.
Yeah, we're good.
We don't need it.
Classic Car Radio, Vero Beach, and welcome back. We were doing news before, and we're going to do some more news. There was a lot of news this week, actually, and I had to pick and choose quite a bit.
Yeah.
Here's one. The 2024 V8 Ram is 1500. It's the last year
Yeah, to get
of the
rid of the
V8.
Hemi.
They're getting rid of the Hemi. So the 2025 Ram 1500 has been revealed, and the only drivetrains are two trims of the new Hurricane Inline 6 and an electrified version of the 3.6-liter Pentastar. What is that?
That's a diesel, ain't it?
I think so.
Oh, electrified version? What's
Yeah,
that
but it's
mean?
electrified. Does that mean it's an electric car, electric truck?
Well, how could they have a...
Yeah, 3.6
No, 3.6 liter. Is it like a hybrid then? I didn't understand that.
Yeah, I'm not understanding it either.
Or the inline 6 might be a...
The inline
What's
6
the Hurricane?
Hurricane, that's, I guess it just has it's a new turbocharged 6-cylinder.
420 horse, yeah. That's big.
Yeah.
That's good. 469 foot-pounds of torque, pounds-foot, whatever. I always say it backwards. It's capable. The high-output version is capable of 540 horsepower, and the torque is at 521. That's pretty powerful for inline 6.
Inline 6.
Yeah.
I'm surprised they went with an inline 6, though.
Torque.
Yeah? Not a V6?
And then the drivability, like the inlines always go way longer.
Oh, yeah.
Just because the way the motor comes straight up instead of the V's where the rods come down and go circles and go up. That's why all your 306 cylinders, all that stuff, they never die.
Oh.
Okay.
There you go. I don't know.
It's almost like they're going back to the slant 6 of the 60s and 70s.
Right.
You know?
I wonder why they're getting rid of the Hemi. Everybody likes them.
The EPA, gas mileage. Plus, they're having all these valve train issues.
It's because of Biden.
Yeah.
Once Biden gets out, when Trump gets in, everyone's going to start making V8. You watch, because gas is ridiculous.
Yeah.
The price of gas is, and they're all being pushed by the government for now on the electric cars and gas sipping engines and all this.
They're losing money like crazy.
They are, yeah. And a lot of these lines. These electric truck lines are shut down. Chevy shut down a whole line.
Yeah.
Putting 1,000 people out and had to move them to a different factory. So you watch when Trump gets in and he starts we drilling again.
Did they end their strike?
No, I don't think so. I think so. Some of them
Ford did.
Ford did. Yeah, some of the other ones didn't yet.
Mm-hmm.
But Todd was right. Todd said a couple of years ago, this electric thing, people are going to lose money on that.
Oh, how can you do it? People in Alaska, they can't.
Well, it's really ridiculous.
The batteries won't even charge when it's really super cold.
They're not good they're worse for the environment than the gas-powered cars.
That's the biggest thing they don't show you. The mining of them is ridiculous of what it does to the people on the earth.
Yeah.
It does, yeah.
So if you have a Hemi truck, it's going to be worth something.
That's right. The 700 plus horsepower TRX is also dead.
Yep.
It's been replaced by a very similar truck called the Ram 1500 RHO, Ram High Output, and it's effectively a TRX minus the V8 with big tires, long travel suspension, and widened fenders. The chance of the TRX eventual return is also unknown, but wait till Trump comes back. You watch.
What kind of power
Just
plant they're
watch.
going to put in that? They didn't say.
They're going to have the 6 again, obviously.
Probably, yeah.
High output, Ram high output.
Yeah, it's going to be a V6 and with probably the 540 horsepower.
Right, yeah.
Yeah, twin turbos.
I don't know, man. Have you heard them Fords, you know?
Yeah, my son's new Bronco's a Ford, and it just seems like it doesn't get out of its way.
Well, the trucks, you know, now
Yeah.
they got the 6-cylinder turbos. They just sound horrible.
They sound terrible.
I mean, I want to hear a V8. I want to hear some Weibels, you know?
Yeah, well,
You know, those
I don't
Broncos, those Broncos are really tiny. And have they come in a 2-wheel drive version too, do they? Or
I don't know.
all
I thought they were all.
anyway,
four-wheel
they're
drive.
kind of small. And this guy took my parking spot at Publix. So as I was walking by, he was getting out, and I said, you know, they're really doing some nice paint on these Kia Souls. And he kept on walking. Like, he was pissed off because he was.
What do you have?
I
One of
called
those
it
Bronco Sports?
Yeah, a Bronco, yeah, and I
It's
called it
the
a
little
Kia
one.
Soul, you know.
Yeah.
And so,
I guess he didn't like
he wasn't
it.
happy. He probably doesn't like me now.
You probably keyed up your van.
He made me spit on the windshield. Yeah,
He come out and he's got
My dog-
spit all over his car.
my dog will protect my dog protects me.
Guy keyed it, said Kia lover on the
Right. Yeah.
All right. Anyway, Texas. Here's one you're all going to be very familiar with, and we have what three minutes?
3
A little,
minutes.
not even two and a half. Texas Coffee and Cars bans Mustang, Chargers, Camaros due to idiot burnouts. Okay, so this is these younger guys are buying these Camaros, of course,
Right.
Mustangs,
Yeah.
and Mustangs, Chargers, and Camaros. And you've seen it as they leave the car show, they burn out.
Right.
They burn rubber. They do smoke shows. They show off. They rev up. So
And
these guys
Then they crash.
and they crash,
Yeah,
especially the Mustangs. We've seen videos of the Mustangs getting out of sorts and running right into a crowd of people
Right.
because they just don't have the rear end weight. I guess, right? Is that why they?
These kids
they
don't
just
know how to
lose
drive.
that
That's
too,
the
yeah.
problem.
Yeah.
You know, the kids with the tuner cars, all they know is to go straight.
The tuner, it's not really the tuner
I
guys.
know, but
though.
still, you're
They
just
seem to
saying
be-
they just don't know how to deal with the rear wheel.
right. Exactly.
The rear wheel peel, man.
Yeah.
Right. So anyway, what they're doing is they're getting a hateful reaction against domestic car drivers to the event, and they're probably going to harass these older guys that don't want the burn. I mean, it's dangerous. It is dangerous, and
Yeah.
I never did that leaving a car show. Have you guys? Maybe you've done it. Have you done it?
Heck yeah.
I think everybody has.
Yeah, everybody's done it, but I didn't. Usually you wait till you get out in the street.
Yeah, not at the
And,
car show. You know, get out there on the road. Like
Remember the cruise?
One
One of the cruises that we went on? The
Oh, the
retirement
cruise.
homes?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The little went to the cruising to the nurse homes. Guy was in the wheelchair, had the water hose with the bleach box.
Oh,
Did
yeah,
a burnout in the fuel pump hydrolock.
Yeah.
Poor Todd.
I would usually.
Every time he goes on that cruise, something happens to his car.
I know. Yeah. I used to
walk
get
next
like
time.
a mile away from the show, and then I'd do my burnout, and they'd hear me back there. You know. Well, that must be that GTO that left. That guy was a jerk.
Yeah, another thing guys are complaining about, not just the Chargers, Mustangs, and Camaros, is also the music.
Oh, right.
It's
Yeah.
all, you go to a car show and you sit park next to a guy and he's got brand new Camaro or Challenger or Chargers, and they're playing that loud music, all
Loud with the
bass.
thumping bass. Yeah.
Right, and you can't hear
It actually
yourself
shakes your heart.
Yeah.
I would think
Yeah.
it would stop a
Speakers
guy
all
that
through
had
the
a.
trunk, the doors, and all
Right,
that stuff.
yeah.
All right, guys, we got to go. We're going on our news break. We'll be back after this. We are Classic Car Radio of Vero Beach. Stick around. We'll be back in a little bit.